Now that the Suns have been eliminated for some time now, I can finally discuss them. I'm getting over it. I can make a more serious video and not be heartbroken, as you might imagine if you watch the video. That my initial reaction to my Phoenix Suns getting swept. Don't know I'm a Suns fan. As a Suns fan, I'm very, very upset. Not at what happened. Obviously, I'm upset at what happened. I'm more upset at the owner, Matt Ishbia, because we would be fine if we never traded for Kevin Durant, because that was the downfall of our team. Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, all of our first-round picks, and Cam Johnson for Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant's a great player. I love Kevin Durant. One of my favorite players all time. He just does not, we gave up two players that we absolutely needed and were essential to our success in the past. And with the Kevin Durant trade came the Bradley Beal trade, and that trade even ruined us more since Bradley Beal has a no trade clause. But today's video, I'm going to discuss how I would fix my Suns if I was the GM, if I was James Jones, what we need to get, what we need to do different next year. And the first thing I want to start off with, I was never a fan of the hire of Frank Vogel, but given the fact he's a defensive-minded head coach and the fact that this team has zero defensive players outside of Royce O'Neal, Josh Okogie, and I guess Grayson Allen, outside of those three, you don't really have any defensive-minded players. So he was not in the greatest coaching situation for him. So I don't blame Frank Vogel for this because I didn't believe he should have been hired anyways. But I do think he has to be fired because he does not have a voice in this locker room, and that's all right. I think if the Clippers lose, I want us to get Tyronn Lue. That's my personal, if the Clippers lose Game 6 to the Mavericks or Game 7 to the Mavericks and they're done, they're losing Paul George, they're losing Ty Lue, and Ty Lue, I want Ty Lue in Phoenix. I want Ty Lue in Phoenix. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion as a Suns fan. That's the one coach I want, but obviously I don't make the say in that. You look at the Suns roster, Kevin Durant got 2 years, $51 million per year. Bradley Beal, no trade clause, making $50 million, and Booker basically making $50 million as well. Jusuf Nurkic, not ideal on this roster. I mean, he's only 29. Thought he was older than that. I mean, he has the worst playoff win percentage. He's just not he's better than DeAndre Ayton, but realistically, who wants Nurkic? This dude's going to be back on our roster, and it's going to make me cry. Since what team in the NBA wants Jusuf Nurkic? None. I mean, maybe the Grizzlies, since the Grizzlies always need height, but what do we want from the Grizzlies exactly is the real question. I mean, Marcus Smart. Now, if we were to get Marcus Smart from the Grizzlies and that be our point guard, I'm not complaining. Obviously, that's unrealistic, though. I really don't know. Nurkic's going to be on this roster next year, and I'm going to cry about it for the rest of the offseason. We only have 2 picks, and they're both second-round picks for the next 100 years. Yeah, not ideal. And the possibility, I honestly think we should trade Kevin Durant. A lot of people are saying Miami, but I think Philadelphia is the more ideal situation, given the fact that they have so many draft picks that they could give us in exchange for Kevin Durant. And we could potentially get, campaign, bring him. Oh, wait, no. The 76ers have a lot of free agents. It would literally just be draft capital. The 76ers only have Joel Embiid, Paul Reed, and Tyrese Maxey. Those are the only 3 players that are going to be on the roster next year until they sign people. It's kind of crazy. So, yeah, if we were to make a trade with the 76ers, it would be draft capital based. But that's what we need. We need more draft capital. We gave it all away. We need draft capital because that's how we're going to have to build our team up, because we have no money to go out there and sign anybody. So we need draft picks in order to draft players that could fit our system, fit the Suns, fit around Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. Since Bradley Beal is unfortunate, like I like Bradley Beal, I just don't like him on my Suns. That makes sense. Like, I mean, if we traded for him instead of Kevin Durant, we wouldn't have had to give up as much, and we would have had the score we needed to take pressure off of Booker. But hey, that's a topic for a different day. But like, I don't not like Bradley Beal. I just don't like a big three. I've never been a fan of trying to stack three players on one team and just go out there, because it does not work anymore. And it honestly has not worked. I mean, since like it just doesn't work. But that's what my team did. But anyways, Kevin Durant could go to the Heat as well. I think the Heat and 76ers are the only teams. Those are the only two teams that a Kevin Durant trade is really realistic in order to get our value back that we want. Since I have no problem running back with Kevin Durant, if we can't get at least 4 first-round picks for Kevin Durant and some 2 decent players, I don't want to make a Kevin Durant trade. I want to make that abundantly clear. Now, Devin Booker, on the other hand, I mean, he has way more value than Kevin Durant. The Knicks would definitely take him. The Magic would definitely take him. The Heat definitely would. The Bulls, no. Blah, 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 blah. And I wouldn't want to trade. Honestly, wouldn't want to trade any of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, or Bradley Beal to another Western Conference team. That's just my personal opinion. So yeah, Devin Booker, Knicks, Magic, and Heat. Those would be the 3 most ideal situations. But they have to have assets. I'm not trading Devin Booker unless we're getting 4 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps, and 2 good young players, because Devin Booker's on the books for 3 to 4 more years, and he's one of the best players in the NBA. Even though I've shown a lot of Devin Booker hate, you can't disrespect that aspect of this. But anyways, look at that. We have to bring Royce O'Neal back. I'm going to cry if we don't, because he's a really good fit. We can't trade Nurkic. Bradley Beal will not waive his no-trade clause, so we're not even going to discuss that. Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen's someone I really want to talk about, because if we can re-sign Royce O'Neal, I think we need to trade Grayson Allen. Since Grayson Allen's value is never going to be higher than it is, and he got hurt in the postseason, but I hope everybody understands that this dude is horrible in the playoffs. Last year, he just folded for the Bucks. He was essential in losing to the Miami Heat. I don't think people understand that. So his value is never going to be higher. He's got 4 more years. I would trade Grayson Allen for a point guard. I wish the one point guard I really want is DeJounte Murray, but we don't have the money to get him, which absolutely pains me. But a team like the Magic could really take Grayson Allen. They need 3-point shooting. Cavaliers. There's a bunch of teams. The Mavericks would be interesting. Pelicans. I honestly think we should trade Grayson Allen for a point guard, since his value's never going to be higher. He was the best 3-point shooter in the NBA. Plays good defense. I'm trading him. I'm sorry. Because if he can't shoot next year, we just pay. This dude's on the books for $15 million this season. Nah, I would trade him for not even draft picks. I would just trade him for 2 decent players, and one has to be a point guard. Me personally, what would I do as the Suns GM? Well, let me cook real quick. I'm gonna pause, and then I'll come back. All right, we're back. Now I just put together a quick little trade here. All right, this will help the Suns in ways you don't even understand. All right, Grayson Allen is going to the Orlando Magic. We're calling them up. Well, they're calling us. Since they need 3-point shooting, they cannot shoot the 3-ball consistently. He was just the best 3-point shooter in the league, right? They're going to send us 2 second-round picks, and they're going to put a first-round pick to the Nets, all right? And the Nets are going to give us Dennis Schroeder. And that is a successful trade, because Dennis Schroeder will be the point guard we need. He's not a liability on defense. He's a pretty good defender. We have Dennis Schroeder to facilitate for us, He can play off the ball. He can play on the ball. This is perfect. All right. Perfect. Dennis Schroeder's the player we need. All right. And if we get him, we'll make it to the second round next year. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Let me know what you would do to fix my Phoenix Suns because they're helpless. But yeah, have a good one. Want to watch any other videos about any other teams? I have my Lakers video. I have my Bulls video, Kings video, Hawks video, Warriors video. So yeah, I'll go check them out.